So I've been hearing a lot of FUD around LVT, price dipping, same with ring price dipping, for two reasons. I think a lot of people, these projects have done crazy numbers recently, and a lot of people have made a lot of money. It's not surprising we're taking profits. I mean, I took profits right at the top, most of my position. I locked the rest up in a node, just because I like the project and I like the passive returns. You could say that I should have sold all at the top and then bought back here if I wanted to create a node. But there is the argument that while I was making the passive returns, I was claiming and transferring them into AVAX. So it might have actually played off better for me, making the node right at the top here, due to the fact I was able to sell my LVT for such a high price. And AVAX has also done quite well recently as well. So it turned out quite well for me. But I like the project. I mean, I see no reason why LVT can't survive. I like the team. I like the dashboard as well. Not that means too much, but I like how they work. Also, 7% returns is absolutely nuts. I mean, I have a tiny, tiny node, and it's making me $60 a day, which is absolutely crazy. At one point, this was as high as I think $170 or something nuts like that, but maybe even more. So, I mean, this project can do amazing things. I think the fact that it's returning down to healthy buy zones is nothing to be scared of or fun about. A lot of people would have had a lot of LVT stacked up as rewards as well. So as the price starts to dip, they think, okay, maybe it's time to turn this LVT into tangible money. Obviously, you're making the passive income, but you're getting it in LVT. Anytime that you transfer your passive income from LVT into AVAX, obviously it's selling AVT, which harms the project. I think that's why they did this sort of airdrop thingy. If you don't know, they're announcing they're airdropping. If you have a node created before Christmas, on Christmas Day, you're going to be airdropped 20% of that node for free. It's just to encourage more total value locked, which is obviously how the project survives, having a huge amount of value locked. If you don't know, when you buy a node on one of these projects, all of your money is locked up forever. Forever, you don't get it back. There's no staking where you can get your money back after a certain period, and maybe you pay a fee to get it early. It's all locked up completely. Another project like this is Ring. Ring's currently at $85. They announced they had, I think it was a 40% discount on their nodes to get more value locked, which I know for originally, I know how people feel about it, and that's why they get angry about it. It's because if you create a node a month ago and suddenly nodes are 40% cheaper, you think, well, I've been fucked over. But you have to understand that they need as much value locked, and they need a crazy amount of value locked in order to survive. Some incentive like this that encourages more people to create ring nodes. There's the argument is that by discounting the ring nodes, more will be created, which will bring more money into a higher total value locked, which allows the project to survive. I think the fact that they're making these decisions about the future of the project is good. Whether it's the best decision or not, I can't really say. I get it. They want as much hype around the project as well, so they want more people involved in it. I think next month in January we're going to see some really really big returns. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see DeFi. Not that I wouldn't be surprised. I have very high conviction actually that DeFi 3.0 will go crazy. I think things like Olympus, Time will probably pick back up. So around that time, January, we might see these projects turning around and going bullish again. I think just people that are fudding saying that LVT is dying just because it had an absolutely huge pump, really healthy pump. Even after the pump was still showing buying pressure, which is super, super nice. People still locking up liquidity in it. And now returning down to the first all-time high that was ever made, which is called a mitigation. When you return to an important area of price, it just allows price to move healthily and efficiently. We also filled in an inefficiency down here. I know we haven't talked about inefficiencies for a while, but they're really important to look at. So that got filled in, which is nice. And if we see movement away from this, if we do start closing below this line here, then it could be cause for concern in the token. That would not be the best thing if we start closing below this line here. But it's going to be interesting to see how we react to this, especially this order zone. Worst case scenario is this is the last block of orders before we make all-time lows, go into price discovery. After we start testing this region in of itself is going to be a concern if we do come down here. And if we start breaking below, then it's definitely cause for concern. But we'll just have to see how it plays out. Ring as well. I think Ring's going to definitely stay alive. LVT will keep looking onwards to the future. But yeah, I just wanted to clear up all the fun that people were having about LVT dropping because it really isn't that bad. We also have an inefficiency left up here on the bearish side, which needs to come and be filled. So I wouldn't be surprised if LVT turns around very soon.